Imagine a world where magic is real. A world where broomsticks fly, cauldrons simmer, and adventure awaits. Imagine that with a flick of a wand, you can clean your room, transform objects, and battle against evil. Imagine going to school with others with these same abilities, going to class, making lifelong friendships, and yes, getting into a little mischief along the way.
Bottoms up.
These are the stories of Harry Potter. This is the Wizarding World. First off, what is the Wizarding World? The Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling are filled with witches, wizards, and extraordinary creatures who live among regular people undetected. And just like in our world, the forces of good, evil, and everything in between are at play. Witches and wizards are just like muggles, non-magic folk, with the added ability to do magic.
Luma Solem!
If muggles see the unexplainable, maybe something unexpectedly disappearing, or a cat acting out of the ordinary on a street corner, they very well might have seen a wizard.
Good evening, Professor Dumbledore.
Imagine that, a whole other world completely hidden from muggles, with their own schools, money, jobs, a completely different government, and even a super creepy prison. But that's a topic for another time. The Wizarding World isn't just home to witches and wizards. There are loads of unusual creatures and beings unknown to muggles.
Oh, sorry, no, don't pet them. Learn to defend themselves early.
They live among wizards and range from the cute and mischievous to useful or even downright dangerous. Owls are the same as the muggle post, goblins do their banking, and bowtruckles make the perfect pocket companion. Just be careful with precious objects around nifflers. You never know when things might go missing. The wizarding community works hard to stay hidden. In fact, there is an international statute of wizarding secrecy that forbids wizards from spilling secrets about their world to non-magic folk. Hogwarts students could even be expelled if using magic outside of school.
You're not allowed to do magic outside school.
Yeah? Try me.
You were seen by no less than 7 muggles. Do you have any idea how serious this is?
There are, of course, a few exceptions. Did you know that not all wizards come from wizarding families? Some wizards might only have one, or even no magical parents. This means some muggles learn of the wizarding world through their children or siblings. Aside from having a witch or wizard in your family, muggles can find out about the wizarding world if they happen to fall in love with a witch or wizard.
I'm half and half. My dad's a muggle. Mum's a witch. Bit of a nasty shock for him when he found out.
Another muggle allowed in on the secret is the British Prime Minister. Not that they always believe what they hear. One muggle Prime Minister almost threw the Minister of Magic out the window when he tried to tell him about magic. He thought this was a trick planned by the opposition. But this relationship is an important part of maintaining secrecy. Plus, dark wizards have occasionally tried to take over the world. Despite all the rules and regulations, wizards are allowed to interact with muggles, as long as they follow a few simple steps so they don't draw too much attention to themselves. For example, wizards must dress like muggles when interacting with them, so no pointy hats or fancy robes. Sorry, Professor.
Oh my goodness.
And did you know that wizards are banned from playing muggle sports? In fact, the only time you hear mention of football during Harry's time at Hogwarts is from his muggle-born classmate, Dean Thomas. He supports West Ham, if you were wondering. With so much going on, how does magic stay hidden? Well, wizards can alter what muggles see using concealment charms.
But the muggles, can't they see us?
Muggles? They don't see nothing, do they?
So if a muggle happened to be roaming the Scottish countryside and stumbled upon Hogwarts, they would simply see a ruin with a sign that says, "Do not enter." But not everything goes to plan. There are some occasional hiccups, magical accidents,
Thanks.
rule breakers,
Expecto Patronum!
and the occasional uncontrolled magical creature. Not all wizards are so inclined to stick to the rules. And unfortunately, some things are just too difficult to hide. This means, on the odd occasion, muggles see a little too much. Even wizards themselves can find it tricky to stay hidden. Whether it's Harry accidentally inflating his Aunt Marge, or a whole community of wizards celebrating in the middle of muggle cities, magic isn't an easy phenomenon to keep under wraps. Magic can be a powerful source which can be used for good or for evil, and not all wizards are good.
We've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on.
During a moment in time where the wizarding world was in grave danger by dark forces, no one could have predicted that a baby would change the course of the future.
This boy will be famous.
Raised in the Muggle world with no knowledge whatsoever of magic, this boy would soon be thrust into a destiny that would change wizarding history forever. Make sure you stick around for more deep dives into the wizarding world with Discover Harry Potter.